Okay, folks, this will be an interesting one. Got it hanging up on the. Yeah, I've just given you the clue there. It's going to be an interesting one. Let's see what we can do with it. Fuck this user interface. Just trying to find where I've actually accidentally pressed an unwanted button. I don't know if it's there. Stupid fuck. Honestly, I'm sick of this shit. It's distracted me. I'm just distracted by this dumb user interface by the dumb company Konica fucktard Minolta. Stupid fucking thing. See, I keep doing that. Fuck that auto-rotate shit. Fuck it. Fuck shit. I fucked the bloody... We're already going into it early. Shai Yamana, the CEO of this company, Konica Minolta, deserves to be smashed. He's an idiot. He's a fuckwit. He can't build a copier system. He can't do anything, the bitch. He's an idiot. Fuckwit. I hate him. Fucking hate him. I hate the industry. I hate the whole photocopier industry. I fucking hate the whole photocopier industry, folks. Fucking hate it. I've already had a rant about the industry just recently. So yeah, I'm just over it. I'm just sick to hell of these stupid people running the industry who are just trained monkeys. I'm not talking monkeys as a homophobic slur or a slur against a race. I'm talking about stupid people, idiots, money fuckers, people who care about money and nothing else, controlling things, and they don't know how to. And I just get so angry at them, folks. I'm sick of hell of this industry. I'm sick of the fucking smoke and mirrors they use in their bloody product launches, their fucking music and flashing lights and video screens, but no fucking real substance in the fucking thing that matters, and that's the fucking product. We need machines that we need to make the hardware last for 60 years. We need to add artificial intelligence to the feature mix. We've got a lot of AI going around. A lot of AI is affecting a lot of things, including music and jobs. Why can't they put AI in a photocopier? Artificial intelligence in a photocopier. That would be a game changer, folks. But no, the photocopier industry is not like that. They like to stay in the past and do what they think is the best, the way they think that the past is what worked in the past will work in the future, and they're polluting our environment by making the hardware obsolete, unserviceable, because they can't get consumables or spare parts, and I can't afford it myself because this photocopier has nearly reached its 5-year lifespan, and I'm looking and I've got a bank loan on this equipment which won't expire until next year, which is a long way off from this, and I'm just so over it. I'm so over the industry and all the shit that it sprouts. Now that looks really quite interesting. I do think we can do it better. I'm going to use it, actually. I don't like that bit there in some ways. But yeah, the photocopier industry it's full of shit. It's full of crap. You can't get more of a shittier industry than that. You know, the industry just has I have no respect for it, folks. I have no respect for any of the companies that build the equipment. I used to think Xerox was the ultimate company to work for. Now I couldn't give a flying fuck about Xerox anymore, and there's no Xerox here in Australia. We now are under the thumb of Fujifilm instead of Fuji Xerox, so there's no Xerox here in Australia. So forget about Xerox. Xerox is a thing of the past. And that's come up colour-wise, that's come up looking quite a treat. I don't know if I like this part. Looks interesting. It could come into something nice. But basically I really get so annoyed at the industry, the entire industry. The industry just doesn't know how to build a good copier system. So what can I say, folks? I have no respect. Not for Xerox, not for Konica Minolta, not for Ricoh, not for any of the companies. They're all building shit. And I've used heaps of their shit. I've used most shit. And it's crap. It doesn't work properly. It's cheap and nasty, plasticky. The hardware's got to last, to save the planet. And we've got to use lots of recycled materials. We've got to mine the e-waste dumps of the world instead of fucking using what's called virgin material that we mine. We don't want to mine anymore. We want to mine less as much and just concentrate mining on the rubbish tips and the e-waste dumps of the world, like in places like India and China, which really need help in cleaning up their mess that we Westerners often send to their countries for disposal. I don't know where this machine is going to go when it finally reaches the end of its life, where it's going to be dumped, and if it's going to be kept to be recycled. It looks really quite interesting. I don't know if I'm going to use that. It's got potential, what I'm doing, folks. But yeah, I really want to make a difference, folks. If I can overcome my disabilities through the use of technology and medicine, the disability of having my brain oxygen starved at birth. I had a cord around my neck and it came out breech, and I basically would have suffocated and I could have died. And basically I do believe my memory has been affected by it. I've had trouble learning all throughout my life, especially at school, and it's getting harder to learn now, actually. I'm finding learning really difficult, folks. It really is not an easy thing to do, and I just can't do it. I actually think we're going to utilise maybe this. So I'm looking forward to the day when maybe they'll have AI technology to fix my brain. I've got to have faith in the future, folks, that there are people, smart people, who know how to get around these assholes that I'm talking about. These silly people that don't know how to build anything proper except to make money out of it. Cheap labour, cheap monkey style. The word monkey's being used to describe the lack of IQ compared with people who are what I call the people that used to work, that were into photocopiers, should I say. They're still around, but the people who are into photocopiers, I call them, or photocopier nerds, should I say, I call them toner heads. Toner head means a photocopier nerd, and these are the people that have the potential to make the photocopier industry into a better industry than it ever has been, but they're not allowed to. They're not given the they're not being given any kind of opportunities. So basically, yeah, the industry's full of bullshit artists and shitheads, and basically these shitheads are including Shai Yamana of Konica Minolta fame, are barring access to the toner heads to help make the industry a lot better than what it is, and they won't let them because they're worried they're going to lose their money, they're going to lose their jobs to intelligent people. So these intelligent people get treated like shit. So it's discrimination. You know the old saying, "Oh, you're too qualified." So the companies like Konica Minolta would say, "I met a toner head who worked in the R&D lab of Xerox and Canon, of all places, and he no longer works there. He was last time I spoke to him, he was running a chicken shop, which is definitely not a place for a toner head to be, but basically that's what happened, and he ended up running a business that he wasn't passionate about, like the photocopier industry, and he basically was running a chicken shop, which is really humiliating. A chicken shop? What a fuck. But no, he had no choice. He could have probably made a better choice, I think, of jobs, but for some reason he took on a chicken shop. And that's just something so fucking boring, boring. And yeah, who'd want to run a fucking chicken shop and you can work in R&D? I'm going to make it a bit smaller on the vertical, but that's coming up looking nice. So yeah, the photocopier industry needs to be reinvented. The only people who can satisfactorily reinvent the industry would be the toner heads. And I would like to become, if I didn't have the disability that I've got, the oxygen starvation, the brain injury, well, I probably would make a brilliant CEO, and I would do the right thing by the planet. I'd do the right thing by the environment. I meant the planet, yes, I meant the environment, the planet, and by the human race, and make the place a happier, healthier, cleaner and greener environment for everyone, not just for the rich, not just for those sorts of people, but for everyone. The world should be a place where everyone can enjoy themselves and be happy and have enough money to spend. Money's important, folks, don't get me wrong. I'm not shooting down money. I'm not talking about a society where money exists or we have to go back to bartering. But bartering should be a choice that we have as well as having money. And basically, yeah, we've got to make the world a fairer place. We've got to make it a place where everyone can benefit, not just the rich, not just the astute, but everyone. Everyone has to have a place in this world, a place where they actually enjoy themselves and they feel like they're contributing to society instead of feeling a sense of desolation and depression and sadness and feeling like they're worthless. I know what that feels like, folks, feeling worthless, feeling like shit. And these fucking dumb people that run the photocopier industry obviously thrive on it when we fail, and toner heads get put out of work and made to do alternative jobs when they're really talented and focused on this, on making a better copier system. I spoke and interviewed the toner head who had the chicken shop, and he said that he and his friends were pretty much dedicated to creating a more efficient copier system, even though they now found themselves out of work, out of the job. It's not just him, he's got friends, he's got connections, as I just mentioned. And it's really horrible to think that you've got a place in this world, but you can't be there. You're being locked out. You're being shut out of the industry that you so love and so cherish. And he actually thought I could get him a job at Xerox again, but I can't. I don't even work. I haven't worked for Xerox for decades, and because I'm disabled, I can't work in a normal job. I work in what's known as an ADE, an Australian Disability Enterprise. I do believe I might also have high-functioning autism, which gives me the focus, the intense passion and interest in photocopiers and what goes on with them or in them. Even though I can't learn copier theory because because the brain damage means I haven't got the ability to absorb and retain information. But basically that's another story. This is looking nice. So yeah, I want to make the world a better place, and I'm hoping they'll have the technology to fix the brain damage so I can take over the industry, take over the whole industry if I could, and make it better, So anyway, that's come up looking a real treat. I think we can now call this demo quits.